Good afternoon. Hi, it's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot. I'm going to be your spiritual stewardess today, explaining the energies that we're being surrounded by and bring you a general free reading here for my beautiful and awesome collective. If you are welcome here, you're new. If you are new here, please know you are welcome. I appreciate you so much just by your energy being here. Liking and subscribing to the video is an energetic exchange. So know that in this message, there is something here for you today, even if it was just that you were drawn to the title or a friend shared it with you. So without further ado, we do have today is November 9th of 2024, making this the angel number of 298, which I'm going to read. So again, it does not matter when you see this message because energy is cyclical. So there we have that. Good afternoon. Hey guys. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. I was just getting ready to say, check the description box because it's a big one today. On my notes there, you might want to take a camera shot or a snapshot of that. What is that called? Screenshot. Really quick so that you can see what questions I'll be asking today. This is based off of Celeste's song called A Kiss. And the chorus says, there's a kiss that means nothing. There's a kiss that means one thing. And there's a kiss that leaves you wanting. Whatever it is, it's still a kiss. So I'm wanting you to, if I'm inviting you to, you don't have to, they could all very well be the same person as you've gone through these cycles with them. So don't discount that, but just get a general idea of kiss that means nothing, one thing, and leaves you wanting in that order. And that's how I'm going to lay those cards today for those specific examples. So I hope that sounds fun to y'all because once I started getting into looking at Venus and Sag squaring, right, which means learning through challenge, it's squaring Neptune retrograde, which is about internal illusions, delusion, how we have contributed to that dream or connecting to that dream, or whether it may have been an illusion all along. We're gonna say, but before we get started, let's look at what 298 is for angel numbers. I freaking love this book, the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Michaela. So this number is all about generosity, and you're being asked to give of yourself on behalf of another person. The generous spirit of someone in your life needs to be honored. This could be past or current, whether they are among us or an angel guiding you at the moment. Your angels encourage you to make a small donation of money, time, or items in the name of a person who has done good things selflessly for you and others. What a way that is to raise our personal vibration so that if you are looking for love, if you are looking for that kiss that leaves you wanting, that could be a future energy coming at you. And we're all on different timelines. So, again, that energy is cyclical. We're all on different timelines. So, you could have already experienced these or could be about to experience them. Thank you. Well, that was a card explosion now, wasn't it? Transformation, the 4 to 4 energy. I just want to see what's here. 5 to 5 masculine twin. 5 to 5 is a change. We've got surrender, rebirth. We surrender on the full moon, which would be next Friday. Healing, separation, and go within. So, okay. So even if that one kiss that leaves you wanting was from 21 years ago, it doesn't matter because those categories for you are going to be your categories. Okay, guys? If one of you guys can type those categories into the chat, that will be wonderful. There's a kiss that means nothing, category 1. Category 2, a kiss that means one thing. And a category 3 of a kiss that leaves you wanting. Whatever it is, it's still a kiss. Okay, first one out of the gate is going to be Will. A kiss that means nothing. So, sacred sexuality, maybe this was just a hookup, but it was hot and passionate. And it could have been like a Kundalini awakening, accessing the united field. So let's see what that's all about. Sacred sexuality. Sounds like a good time to me. Okay, this is about, again, accessing the united field. We have been taught that the physical act of making love is a forbidden fruit that tricks us into pursuing sinful desires. In truth, lovemaking is an integral part of all creation that represents your capacity to tap into the energy of divine love. Consider this card an invitation to release toxic beliefs and negative programming that have caused feelings of shame and guilt and blocked your ability to experience heartfelt sexual pleasure. When you practice sacred sexuality, it awakens your lover within, activates your spiritual light body, heightens your ability to reach celestial realms, and makes a connection with your divine source. So, open up and tune into the universal laws of lovemaking. Expanding your receptivity helps you tap into multi-dimensional planes to experience orgasmic bliss and enhance your creative abilities. To reach this level of ecstasy, you need to remove energetic interference by extracting cords connected to past partners and heal previous traumas. Disarming your energetic field will turn fear into love so that you can cosmically merge with the vital source energy to create a temple of love. So, this kiss that means nothing, it could either be again a hookup, but it was really good. You were like, "Wow, I didn't know that I could feel that way." It means nothing now because it's been so long since that has happened. It can mean nothing because you're now in love with someone else, and that was yesterday. So again, you're going to have to provide your own context. This is the person you are assigning column 1, 2, or 3, or this could be all three columns can be the same person, and this is the journey you've traveled together. So take what resonates for you, but let's keep getting into this here. Wow. This person or you were a twin flame facilitator for them, or they were for you for this expansive growth. There is a trine energy here. This could even have been maybe one of you was with somebody else at the time, and that's why the hookup didn't go any further, or there were just things in the way. A third energy can be anything. It can be work, it can be family, it can be children, anything that gets in the way of the connection. So again, you guys will have to assign that role to whatever role that is for you, because it's going to be different for everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. That a kiss that category 1 means nothing. We're on there now. Thank you, Miss Judy Jude. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the second one, a kiss that means one thing. This was intense change, and it is a false twin flame. Someone you could have thought was your twin flame or a deep soul tie connection. Please do go back and watch our live on Tuesday with Jen. She posed a whole bunch of really interesting questions, and we had an awesome discussion about we're trying to change the vernacular of what we consider a twin flame or what that actually even means. And yes, you can have more than one. So if it was a false one, it was some kind of initiation here that made Phoenix rise from the ashes. So this is the kiss that means one thing, whatever that means for you. Voyager's journey, past life healing. Okay, so that was for the benefit of you both. Perhaps the false twin flame was the one that, and look how this is like exactly opposite here with these colors, that initiated a dark night of the soul or initiated some kind of need in you, or just even like a breadcrumb of, oh, I didn't know that wound was still there. This could be somebody you've been in a past life with over and over again. And this is the time that it brought the intense change. Maybe you were unsuccessful in those paths other lifetimes. In the center of this card here is a kind of a zebra striped dragonfly there. And I don't know why I think that looks like a banana. I scry into images. So, maybe they were the whole reason for the term banana hammock. I don't know. Maybe they look good in a little trunkini. I don't know. You're going to have to decide what that is for you. Yeah, but it was definitely fun, whatever this was. All right, guys, look at the last the last evening the reading was blocked from you. That's really weird. Well, we did. Was that last night where the power surge? Oh, you know what? I could not get it to stream for the live last night with the spiritual view. This is the second Friday in a row. I could not get it to stream on my channel. So go to, in that case, I usually have a disclaimer there in the description that says, hey, if you want to ask questions live, then you need to go over to the spiritual view 311. That will always be in the description box. Okay. That's where we do our free Monday and Friday polls for y'all. And if you are chosen that night with me, I just roll the dice. And if you get the number of the dice right, then that's who I read for. This third energy is that leaves you wanting. It's a 9 to 9 energy, meaning the end of, like, this could be the last person you were either with or are currently with. Leaves you wanting. There was some kind of a conclusion. There is a tree of life here, and also what looks like a key. Let your light shine and harmonize. This was in order to get you where you needed to be here on your spiritual path. Let's see what's crossing that. Yeah, it's time to forgive. And this is helping heal abandonment wounds with that 7 to 7. So let's read what this false twin flame energy is all about for you for column 2. Column 2, and it's the olive suit. And that is a 2 to 2 ratio here. There are 11 stages within each suit. Each suit is a different color. So the olive suits here are courtships that will facilitate your soul's expansion. So again, this is the means one thing, okay? Karmic relationships are generally romantic in nature, and these partners present themselves, reading the wrong one, karmic relationship. Okay. We also did talk about the word karmic. I was reading that for a reason, because it's not a negative connotation. Just like everybody has a 12th house in your birth chart, that's past life karma. That's also your gifts that you're bringing with you this lifetime, right? So it should not be holding a negative connotation to it. That's my opinion anyway. Okay, so the false twin flame is intense change. The lessons you learn from a false twin flame, from the false twin flame experience, can closely mimic a karmic relationship. However, a false twin flame connection is much deeper and will generally come into your life quickly and blindside you like a freight train, because of the purpose is to create intense change in your life. That's why I was getting that rising from the ashes phoenix feeling of this could have knocked you on your butt, could have identified it as the start to your dark night of the soul if you've had one. The purpose of these relationships is to produce an accelerated awakening process. Most often, a false flame appears after your true twin has come into your physical reality. Generally, this is the type of encounter that occurs with the twin flame that is the so-called runner. These connections are very deep and involve an intense physical romantic connection, which is necessary to clear any remainder of ego related to chemical love patterns. This card implies that you have attracted someone into your life who represents the deepest, darkest sides of yourself that you have not been willing to acknowledge until now. That's what the dark night of the soul does, kicks you on your booty. They've shown up to help you release feelings of despair and not feeling good enough so that you can take back your power and align with the true love within. So we talk about that all the time. No use crying over spilt milk and belly aching, because that is going to, even though it hurts, I know, but it's going to slow down not only our healing, but a connection that we are getting the reward for, because we did this hard work of self analysis, past life healing. I feel like this is the time around this lifetime that this gets, that this energy does really enact this change and this healing for you. So that would be pile number 2. And finally, we have pile number 3, which is the 9 to 9 harmonize. And that is whatever this is. There's a kiss that leaves you wanting. This could, for you, either be the one that got away. This could be a romantic relationship that you're in now. This is one that you need. There was some forgiveness work there, and a need to come to an agreement together, understanding how boundaries work, understanding how to open up our heart and why our heart might have been closed before. If you can see, he's leaning back and opening up his heart chakra. It's being activated here. You can also see these as the top line being the divine feminine energy, and you can, or vice versa. This can be your yang or divine masculine energy, depending on what you relate more to. We have them within us. All of us have yin and yang, and they need to come into balance. So you could even look at this as, where was the middle ground here? Okay. But letting your light shine when you harmonize this. Or that can be even that forgiveness work of this person. Maybe it's a person that you are reconnecting to. Okay. So this is 9 to 9. Let your light shine. You're a radiant being. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are coming into full bloom and are in alignment with your heart. Allow your magnetic presence to shine. Your inner light is attracting the right people, places, and things that will direct your path towards your higher purpose. So, again, this can be something coming towards you. We're all in different parts of the timeline. Be mindful of staying open and not pulling up the shields to block your hidden potential. This card is reminding you to express yourself and speak your truth. This will lead you toward a life of ease and grace, a secret to discovering personal freedom. Finally, your ego has come into harmonic balance with your heart. You trust the process and no longer take on life by yourself. You may continue to experience contrast and duality. Staying in harmonic balance is crucial when experiencing highs and lows. Learn to surf the fine line between surrender and resistance. That's yin and yang energy, that middle point. Don't be afraid to let your light shine. Keep showing up in areas that you feel guided towards. It will be within this space that you reap the rewards that reflect your greatest potential. So if you have not ever yet met a person that it's a kiss that leaves you wanting or leaves you wanting more, something you've always thought about, if it's something from the past or if this is yet to be, this could also be current energy. Any of them can. You will know best where you're at with these. So pile 1, 2, and 3. Again, thank you so much for helping me out with those 3 separate piles. Now, I do want to get a quick poll here because when I shuffle this morning, these cards are so fun to shuffle and sage them and cleanse them. I did take a peek at the bottom of the deck because I was like, I thought about separating all the major arcana out, kind of like I do for an aces reading. But I just, now that this is on the bottom, which it is the night of Cups. That is a heart opening. This is being in love with love. This is being on that healing energy of the water lily, which was in the song that I included last night on my live, which was Pale September, Fiona Apple. He goes along as a water lily. Okay. And that is a beautiful lyric. So let me just share that with you if I can find it. Maybe. He goes along as a water lily. I just put that little book away. What in the heck did I do with it? Oh, well, maybe not meant to come out here, I suppose. Okay. Too much time, maybe. All right, let's see what's going on. In addition, the very beginning of that song is Pale September. I wore the time like a dress that year. Did not even call it when I got the card. Literally, it was a big red dress and it had the working cogs up to her heart, and she was holding a stopwatch. I was like, oh my gosh. So let's see what's up here today. I got my deck upside down. Judgment call. We'll get like this little side story for you, my beautiful, beautiful learning lovers. Judgment call about to be made regarding a Three of Pentacles. Could be a new start with one of these 1, 2, or 3 columns. This girl is building a flower with bricks, and those are the parakeets that are helping her build this. This is my Mad Men card. I love that style. Very Breakfast at Tiffany's energy. And who doesn't love, if you haven't seen Mad Men, oh my gosh, just have a fan beside you because it's definitely swoon worthy. And the main actor even has his own special website that's not for him, if you get my drift. I'm like, man, the banana. See, that John Hamm. Yeah, John Hamm. John Hamm. Somebody put that in the comments if you know who the heck I'm talking about. Okay, recent past. So opportunity is find missing puzzle pieces for our own peace, those doves of peace. Recent past, a King of Cups. That is soul driving the chariot, because the King of Cups is someone who is aligned in their head and their heart, because the soul drives the chariot. And no matter what rocky depths this King of Cups is expected to go through, this can even be your energy, Scorpio energy here. No matter what you've been through or been through with this person, perhaps. Again, it's going to be different context for everyone, of course. But this is diplomacy here. And you guys are coming up as the ones being able to make that judgment call. This is Archangel Gabriel sounding the trumpet of possible resurrection. What you going to do if they come for you? Okay. Thank you, John Hamm. And I think it's the website is something like John Hamm's Ham. I gotta stop. I'm definitely in an extraordinary mood today, so beware. Okay, center of the reading is all about learning. What did you learn? What did this teach you? Past life healing. This owl here in this deck is the Hierophant, and he is sitting in a very old tree, and he is telling his wise words to this girl sitting on the branch. This could be you helping someone with your wisdom and building a new start or a new foundation to something that is definitely a stable new beginning there. There has been, okay, I want this. Yep, I want that too. How are we going to do that? That might require counseling. That could require an architect if you're building a house, and for example. Okay. But there is a third energy, which could even be spirit of trying to help you find this puzzle piece for your own psyche, help you tap into that ancient wisdom, the esoteric knowledge, our deep subconscious, which contains all the lessons from every lifetime that we've been learning these, our soul has been learning these lessons. In the near future, Two of Pentacles. Now, this is about showing just how how you're making life look pretty easy, even though you are super, super busy and you got a million things to do. People are like, how can you do all these things at once and make it look effortless? She's holding on to the lemniscate there. That is usually depicted in most Two of Pentacles decks. And also, funny, not funny, if you can see that, I'll get it as close as I can. If they're at the top, I drew a little sketch because we were in Aquarius energy with that moon. We still are, but I typed out on yesterday's notes what yesterday's whole entire moon cycle was about. And I drew a tete-a-tete. And because it's also the name of a sofa that's shaped like an S, so that two people can face each other when they're talking on it. A tete-a-tete is a conversation between two people, most likely in secret. So maybe this person is opportunity for healing, or have some patience when we're trying to make this judgment call about whether or not we want to restart something up or start all over from scratch. You're making it look easy, like it's no problem. Okay. What has been a block is being willfully blind and refusing to make a decision. These two birds are at the top of that hat there, that hat bird nest, are arguing about who gets to go in, because only one of them can go. So they end up both staying on the outside because neither of them can agree. So the girl here in this card has the foliage, if you will, covering her eyes. Like, what? I don't have a decision make. That was a block in the past. That could have also been, do I choose my head or my heart, and not wanting to have to do that. Okay. And it is a block in the past, which means that it can come up at any time in the future as well. Our blocked position is a reverse, or the shadow sides of that Two of Swords. So that would be willful blindness. And you do at any time, you can make that decision. And we move on up into either the major arcana or through more progression of the minor arcana. What does Spirit want us to know here about this? Yeah, it's pretty saucy. So this is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy here, as is the Judgment card. We are coming into Sag timing here pretty shortly, 21st or 22nd, I believe. I'd have to check my calendar. What is the outcome of this Knight of Wands? With the Knight of Wands, it could be we're having to make a decision between two. And especially if some of these are still active over here. Outcome energy, Page of Wands. This is about throwing caution to the wind and, excitement, new things, discoveries. There's a toucan in here, if that is an energy that means anything for anyone. And it looks like we have another parakeet. So there are three green parakeets. And the green color that I couldn't remember from the other night, I issue not. Later on that night, I was watching the British baking show, and they were talking about chartreuse. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. That was the color that I could not spit out that other night. And I was like, no way. They just said chartreuse. When do you ever hear that in a normal conversation? Not normally, right? What are you guys all doing today? Anybody doing anything fun? Let's see what's up with this Knight of Cups and the environmental energy. Knight of Cups and Nine of Wands. That is a difficult journey here. Something has been, again, that exhaustion feeling of like, oh my gosh, I just can't with this. So this is an offer perhaps from someone who you've been through a lot with here, coming through and wanting to float along as a water lily. It's really bothering me that I don't see my book, because I just got all those together. Guess it's not meant to be. Okay, Page of Cups. There is the apology or the offer of this Knight of Cups book ending here. So if they're coming at you presenting as a knight, what do they have to say here with this message from the page? They could have been the ones that have been through it. They could have been continuing to make the same choices in action and expecting different results. But it was something that did not feel good. Yeah, more Scorpio energy here with the Tower blowing it up, and Aries energy because Mars used to co-rule both Scorpio and Aries. So this love offer here could be a big surprise to you. It could also be a heavy burden. I mean, it's not easy. You don't come away from a Nine of Wands unscathed. There is, I will stand my ground and I won't back down, Tom Petty. So this is our strong man of the circus act. And you can see all the trials and tribulations he's been through. There is a Two of Swords depicted on his stomach, on his six pack there that ain't half bad. He's got love. He has the sunflower, which is fire energy, loyalty. And then we have a picture of a woman and an anchor on his arm. And we also have Godzilla. So the Tower in Godzilla, this is about standing your ground, taking the high road, and fighting for what's important for you, standing in front of those passions that are behind him, those curtains. He is standing up for what he believes in. You give me something to believe in. Okay. And what about this Nine of Cups? This message from this Page of Cups that is being delivered by the Knight. And we have the King here, guys. So the King is the one that sends the Knight out to do their bidding and to let you know of an upcoming intention or action. So we've got the Page, the Knight, and the King of Cups all here. What this Knight of Cups could be offering, it's either a love offer, they just want to take you out on a date, or it's an apology. They could even be telling you that you are my wish fulfillment. Or if this is a brand new person, what any of these columns for you, that could be a shock to you, that you're like, oh my God, I never expected that I would actually get what I wanted. You give me something to believe in. It looks like if this is another person for you, they are willing to fight for you. I will, that again, Tom Petty, Stand My Ground, but the last week, that song of, Tyler Childers, that's such, oh, you got to listen to that song. Honey, I will wait for you. I will stand my ground. I will go to work for you, and I will stand my ground. So if that song resonates for you, that could have some deeper meaning. So let's get into the differences with these three columns. On our first column, this is the kiss that means nothing. A kiss that means nothing. This is sacred sexuality. So again, whatever that means for you, this could have just woken you the F up. Yeah, some kind of died and gone to heaven. This gave you wings like Red Bull. Red Bull gave you wings. This is all about the learning in the cocoon process so that energy could be released. Expansive growth here in the environmental energy. Okay. So sacred sexuality, uniting, accessing the united field. Four of Wands. Yep. You're both equally put action into this. The person here, I read these center, left, right. The Four of Wands is just about, there's our 1111 card. It's just about two people that define whatever this relationship was. They define what that is one-to-one between them. So that can be any kind of relationship. This is expansive growth there. And it definitely feels like it was a fun time to be had by This is crossed by Emperor energy. So 2, 3, 4 of the center card of the wands. That is 2, 3s, and 4s are the cardinal signs, which is going to be Aries and this fire energy. King of Pentacles here for Taurus, and then bottom of the deck, the Emperor and the Moon. So Emperor energy and the Moon, and here comes Temperance again. This was part of our puzzle pieces. Okay. See how Spirit is in the background? This is the soulmate card. So, opportunity energy is to connect with this soulmate here. This is part of the path in order to heal and find those puzzle pieces of our own psyche so that we can put our own Humpty Dumpty selves back together again. What beautiful energy here. This is gorgeous. Okay. So again, Emperor doesn't have to be an Aries, doesn't have to be a Pisces or a Cancer, but whatever it is, that was a kiss that when maybe we thought meant nothing or it was just a hookup, but it was indeed part of the journey. This could even be someone you still are like, man, I haven't met anyone since who I had that same amount of chemistry with. Okay. Expansive growth, but this did help you both a lot. And it seemed like whatever it is, if you know that song by Celeste, it's beautiful. The whole album is gorgeous. This was about examining what was hidden in your moon. Okay. They could have been examining what was hidden in their moon. You could have woke them up as well. You could have helped to heal an emperor, or they helped heal you. Take it how it resonates for you. But it feels like here there was never any definition. You both just put in equal action as far as I thought they were amazing. They thought I was amazing. You're both in agreement here, but there was never any kind of official terminology to the relationship, but it was an integral part of your growth and healing here. Not just growth, expansive growth. Okay. All right. I'm going to get several decks here so we can see if there's repeating energies. Thank you again for being here, guys. You did see the live? Okay. I did another video last night. That was my first ever, you guys. I've been doing this a long time. My first time I made a video under 15 minutes. So I was like, I could do it. I felt like I wanted to pull on a million different cards that were on the table, but I wanted to try. I wanted to try the moon again. That's the fastest I've ever done that. But there were so many questions left unturned. But if you did see that, let me know how you liked it, because it was my Happy Friday Learning Lovers, and it was like a Bruce Willis ode to Yippee-ki-yay, MRFers. I was wondering if anybody would get it. I'm like, they knew I'm weird. It's okay. If you've been here a hot minute, you've met me. So this is the false twin flame column 2, which is the kiss that means one thing. Intense change rising from the ashes here. Rising from the ashes much? Look at that. Does that not look like a phoenix rising from the ashes? This kiss that meant just one thing, whatever that is for you, whoever you just assigned to this column. We've got the moon energy, Queen of Wands. I'm going to take right from the top here, and 3 of Wands. This is something that really helped you get your confidence back. Could have been how Stella got her groove back kind of situation. I'm dating myself with that movie, and even if you haven't seen it, you should watch it because it's a lot of fun. And it's a good soundtrack too. I about burned a hole in that CD when I that's such a good soundtrack. Okay, so Voyager's Journey, past life healing, and the moon here. So again, center, Queen of Wands. This is about confidence. This is about and just hearing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, got to let it show. And we were maybe unsure at the time of okay, I manifested this, and this is the receipt of that, the Three of Wands, but now I'm up to my hips in this kind of turbulent water here. I'm still confused. It's still confusing to me, but it did bring you some, again, with that snake coiling around her in this figure. This is around her scepter. So it's like you've come out of the cocoon. And now you're holding that knowledge as wisdom. You've assessed all the skulls. She's holding a skull in the past, all the things that didn't work out there with that lightning bolt. And any kind of, that learning could have indeed been hiding from you. You're not realizing until now how that actually propelled you forward. What was in the environment here going on? Yeah, so there's the strength card, whatever that was, it helped you tame your own inner beast. Okay, false twin flame are there for a reason. They're here to elicit major change for us. Okay, so strength, crossing the moon, Page of Wands, which we've seen over here in such cards as the outcome. Okay. Page of Wands, throwing caution to the wind, whatever this was. This was the means one thing kiss. It was like, let's go for it. And threw down a page, and you're like, man, made me feel like a woman, little Shania Twain there, perhaps. Three of Wands, there's a key here that she's holding in her hand, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and a bookending Leo energy here. Wow. Someone from the past for sure coming back around. This is for past life healing. Again, they could have a nice banana, and maybe that's what it was all about, was just the passion. And that's the only thing that we learned to kind of unhook and let ourselves go. Could be this could be someone that you're like, man, they should do that for a job. They are workers that we should respect them all. They do serve a purpose. All right, just scooching things over. Now let's look at this harmonizing energy of harmonizing, letting your light shine. I mentioned the key because there's this big key right here, and it's underneath the pinnacle of pentacles, the tree of life, the connectedness of all things. That's our home, our work, our family structures. Okay. So if this is the same journey, maybe these columns happened at different times with this person. So keep that in mind, because what I'm seeing here is a continuation of the energy. We've got the moon card there. We have the equal energy of the Four of Wands. The temperance piece as the opportunity here could be coming back around. The Voyager's Journey, Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands as what Spirit wants you to know. The King of Wands is the one who deploys the knight. So this could be coming at you hot, guys. This could be all one story for you. Again, it just depends on your own context here. Page of Wands, Page of Wands. And then the key is leading me here. What do I want more here? Yeah. Okay. This could have been someone who from the past who was the runner. That's what this card said, right? Could have been the runner energy. All right. Very interesting. We'll keep this over here. I'll just set those aside. Okay. Last column here, this third column energy, but you do have a judgment called. So I'm not ruling out there could be a choice here between two, especially with that combo of Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands as a possible third energy. But it feels like the third energy could just be what you'd learned. The heart of the reading is all about the Hierophant. This is higher level learning. This is spiritual ascension kind of learning. So let's see what this harmonize and let your light shine is all about. This is a kiss that leaves you wanting. Okay. Column that leaves you wanting. I know, John Hamm's ham. I mean, I just want to watch that show all the way through again for intellectual purposes. If you haven't seen it, put it on your list stat so you can go back and be like, oh my God, Ange, how did I go my entire life so far, never, not ever watching this? It's really neat. I love all the references, like the furniture. It was just really, really cool. All right, let's look at what this harmonizing. This is the kiss that leaves us wanting, that helping us heal abandonment. Queen of Swords. This is a whole huge stack here. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Emperor energy. See how we're getting repeating cycles here? Four of Wands again. Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So there could have been a breakup. Somebody became single. And then now there's a new offer, could be from the same person, the same emperor. Maybe we started here and are ending here. I did do the write up today about Neptune, and there he is holding his staff here about Neptune squaring Venus. And that has only happened twice with Neptune in retrograde in Pisces and Venus in Sagittarius. And here we're getting the same combo of Emperor and Four of Wands. All right, I always end up keeping it anyway. Okay, you're like very funny, and you say it's too many cards, and then you end up keeping. All right. So Page of Pentacles was at the end here, but maybe this kind of broke up because of this third energy here. There are two queens here, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. And then we had Emperor, Four of Wands. Okay. The relationship, however it is, we dictate what that is, followed by that Three of Swords. There's nothing to be done here. The past is the past. That whale cannot be helped. It did not feel great. We had to get into our single energy here, Nine of Pentacles. That is independence financially in our own right. And that is even being a pillar of the community. It is lower octave Queen of Pentacles energy. Still in the same vein. And then with this butterfly, look at this colors here with this butterfly, rainbow energy, and then all this rainbow energy up here. This is a tangible offer, information coming at you. Pentacles are time, money, energy, resources, assets, especially your time, guys, here. So after a spell of being single, it looks like we're finally able to harmonize with that beautiful rainbow energy. And the key was stepping into this person, or you stepping into your own autonomy as that Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so now we have two emperors on the board here in the environmental energy. That's all four kings. I get worried when I don't see the Empress because the Emperor by himself without the Empress on the board can be kind of an asshat. So let me see if I can get any more here. King of Wands, Queen of Wands on the board. King of Cups. And we don't have a Queen of Cups. A lot of masculine energy here. While we are on the uptick to the full moon, which is the divine masculine energy of putting the work in to create the ride that we want to get. We're building the tracks right now. We got a whole nother week till Friday. We're at the top of the coaster where we surrender to divine feminine energy. The bottom of the deck, yeah, this was something that there was regrets over. Or what's the movie where I think it's Jason Bateman and the chick from Friends and the daughter, they go on a caravan Oh my gosh, it was funny. And then the daughter meets this dopey kid whose neck says no regrets. It's RA. And the dad was like, "Oh, you're regretting that tattoo?" So funny. So funny. But the point of this Five of Cups in this deck is that there was a lot of love here. They're best friends. So this is not a goodbye forever. This is a goodbye for now. This is not forgetting to focus on the Two of Cups because they've had a lifetime together. It was just that a girl can't live in the ocean and that seal cannot live on land. So they must go and learn their lessons on their own. And let's see where we go here. The Queen of Swords facing some kind of truth about regret. This could be this person apologizing here with the Page of Cups coming in as the Knight of Cups. Okay. Apologizing for what? We've got our Five of Cups, Seven of Swords. So, Seven of Swords in this deck is about taking with you the lesson and leaving behind all the other BS. Okay. So if you can see this like trail, this S shape going back to our te to te energy there, that S shape where two people can face each other, there could have been some lying or betrayal about a Queen of Wands or vice versa. Again, just because I see the two feminine energies here, even though Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands, swords and wands are masculine energy. So again, we've got a lot of masculine energy on the board here. The Seven of Swords, these mer kids or mer teens are only taking one sword each. Okay, so they're not being gluttonous. They're only taking, they don't even know what a sword is. So they're taking with them one and leaving the rest behind. Take the lesson of this because it did offer you a glow up of some sort here. You learn to stand your ground in your own right, and I won't back down. When you harmonize your energies to the frequency of what you want to receive, especially after heartbreak, it's not easy. We take with us, what did I learn from that? I learned discernment. I learned boundaries. I learned how to stand up for myself. So it was not for naught. Let's keep going here at the bottom of the deck to match these energies. Three of Cups. So again, with this celebration energy about an emperor, maybe the emperor was partying too hardy. That could even be your energy of how you got your groove back here. You spent more time with your friends, perhaps, and came back into your leadership self. And here's the Queen of Pentacles that we already have here twice on the board in the environmental energy with this Four of Wands. Again, Capricorn energy. There's our Queen of Cups. Okay. And that is lining up with the Three of Swords. Maybe you were not pouring into yourself, or this person was only pouring them into themselves and not there, because that Four of Wands again can be cardinal Aries, especially right next to this Emperor repeating itself. With that harmonizing, letting our light shine. Okay, see how she's holding on to all of her abundance in her own right. This could have forced us to stand up on our own 2 feet. Okay, yeah, the fact that you were single again after this Three of Swords might have been a what the hell moment. Okay, but it's still a kiss that leaves you wanting. So maybe that's why this offer could be coming back around here. Star energy of healing, of also patience. But the star, guys, and she's blowing a conch shell communication. The star is all about staying tethered to that dream, working towards that dream, taking steps to heal ourselves. And with that comes the reward of the actual pentacle here on offer, even if it's coming slow. There she is. Now we've got our Empress on the board. Okay. Empress energy on the board. Let me get a match up top for that. See if we can get what do we find valuable from this? Hermit energy or independence. There's that Virgo looking at the star, okay, in the lantern, helped us understand how we can better not conform, that's not the right word because it's an octopus. So, how we can better adapt by always staying connected to what that dream, that hope, that wish is. So, the hermit looks at his own participation on this journey. And by doing that, reconnects with the star. And then we do have, well, what is this Page of Pentacles bringing? Wish fulfillment. That's wish granted card. And this again is tied to the past with that Nautilus energy. Could be coming back around. It could have started here as that meant nothing. And then years later, you're like, how can that be? Now it's leaving me wanting. The relationship has changed, has progressed. You've definitely learned something from it. And not only did this loss teach you a lot, but it taught you how to let go of this attachment and not be angry about it and not be woohoo woe is me, spilt cups. This is like we appreciate, we have gratitude for this person. We went a long way with this person. They've been together for their whole entire life in this card. And this is this just them appreciating the love and the growth they had with each other. And when we do that, and we look at that truth of it, okay, then that reignites our passion. So if that is not two different people, maybe this person is still currently with someone else, but it's time to forgive this. Okay, this was meant to either open up this person's or yours heart chakra. I mean, let your light shine. Look at all of this energy here, yin and yang, of where you're literally doing that. Harmonize. That key, Queen of Pentacles, and it's here twice. Independent autonomy within committed partnerships. So, and after the Empress, there is an Ace of Cups. And to further reiterate, the heart of this main spread, the Hierophant, we learned a lot here with any or all of these three. Okay, let's look at any cards that you would like me to clarify. I am happy to just type that in there. And oh, I was going to say, yeah, John, I always click on 18 and over. If you're under 18, I love you, but get off this channel. Come back when you're 18. You never know what I'm going to say. All right, let me look. Who is this? What was transformed here? What was this death and transformation of the Emperor all about with this sacred sexuality? The column 1, 8 of Pentacles, acquiring expertise. That was a kiss we thought meant nothing, but it was so we could learn how to lead or learn how to relationship, learn how to transform, learn how to Scorpio energy there with that death and rebirth, that snake wrapping around her, learn how to be resilient and get back up again in our own right. That King of Pentacles, it was meant to be. This was meant for you to learn this discernment and have this expansive growth. Acquiring expertise, 4 of Swords, healing and earned rest after what this was, expansive growth. Okay, anything more on this 4 of Wands for column 1? That kiss that we thought meant nothing, but it actually showed us what was hidden in our moon, possibly this other person. We are mere reflections of all the people that we hang out with and that are in our environment. So a ruthless win here, maybe what was hiding in the moon, this emperor here, was just trying to win. Because in a five of swords, nobody wins here. So, okay, why the four of wands? Then queen of wands, confident ambition, again for expansive growth and to raise your consciousness here. Sacred sexuality and accessing the united field to be able to start this journey. What was 10 of cups underneath that? What was hidden in the moon? What was hidden in the moon here from this four of wands experience? Emotional readiness. There's the ace of cups. There could have been love hiding here. This could have been someone being defensive because they didn't know how to handle their feelings. Ruthless win. Okay, ace of cups crossed by knight of pentacles, patience to succeed, expansive growth. This was facilitating you starting this journey, whatever that was for you. Okay, what about the false twin? What was hidden in the moon of the false twin? Prosperous victory, decisive intuition. I love that high priestess card. There's that discernment lesson and discerning, manifesting reward, the magician. That can even be that was crossed by strength and helped us tame our own inner beast. What was hidden in the moon here was that it didn't feel like a victory at the time, did it? Sure didn't feel like a victory. Again, because you're standing up to your hips and that emotional kind of muckiness, throwing caution to the wind, again, holding the key to the King of Wands and the Six of Cups from the past. Prosperous victory, decisive intuition, now manifesting the reward. That's the Three of Wands. The two is the ask, the three is now it's coming. Okay. So it feels like what was a secret at the time from you was this intense change was already set on your path for either you or this person to tame their own inner beast and find balance within their energy and increase your intuition there in the process, because that's how we learn to discern. Is should we have trusted our instincts or not? Seven of Cups on the bottom, causing some confusion here. Grandiose temptations on this bottom energy here. It could have been that the Seven of Cups, that's emotional fragmentation. This King of Wands or Leo energy could have even happened in Leo time. Again, more fire with that Page of Wands. They could not, maybe they didn't know what they wanted. And this is a kiss that means one thing. You thought thought we were both in a relationship. Both defined it, or you had your own idea of what this was. Crossed by Seven of Cups, more Leo energy as I say that, of the sun, unbridled joy, and then the world triumphant completion. Okay, past life healing. This was meant to, this change, this Phoenix energy was meant to push you along your path here. Fair judgment underneath. Anybody watch the Ohio State game? It was like, whew, that's kind of go Bucks all the way, but I always feel sorry for the teams that don't get any points. Oh boy. Thank you guys so much again for being here, for liking the video. That helps the algorithms know where to send it out and get it out to more people. So I do appreciate that. The Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords, rewarded sacrifice, newfound clarity. Yes, rewarded sacrifice, this past life healing, this balance of the black and white checker, the yin and the yang. What does the black and white checker flag mean in racing? Voyager's journey. This person definitely, I mean, King of Wands, strength in the sun. That's definitely like some John Hamm energy coming through big time here. The Hanged Man, Ace of Swords. Newfound clarity. We learned the lesson of discernment. Nine of Swords, reliving past trauma. Yep. Past life healing. We have that matching up here. We are meant to go on that journey, guys. It's sounds awful, like, why would I ever choose to hurt myself like that? And there's Seven of Wands repeating, all in, determined. Okay. So this is about Hangman spiritual enlightenment, seeing something from a 180, seeing something from a complete different perspective. This was here so that I could be the phoenix rising from the ashes and change by this healing this past life energy. Okay, I think the checkers, is that when they win? I can't remember. Okay, I'm looking at this harmonize here and this flipped. Generous giving, Six of Pentacles. Harmonize, letting your light shine. Six of Pentacles is usually a stage card of, is there balanced energy or are they giving to someone else? If this is a kiss that leaves you wanting, I mean, it definitely hurt to leave it behind, especially if they were using that Seven of Swords in shadow. Queen of Wands is a master manifester. Again, Scorpio and Aries energy. Queen of Swords would be Libra energy, balance, justice. Again, the Emperor is showing up, but with two different queens and that Three Cups. When we had the situation as the Three Pentacles, maybe you're trying to rebuild after this, or maybe this person got a divorce, they got free and clear. Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Tower. Again, two queens on the bottom, two queens on the top. You both could have been, if this has not ever happened, it could happen to you, could be presented with this, I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's an opportunity or presented with this choice between two people, and so could have they. Healing, the Queen of Cups puts all that energy back into herself after that heartbreak. We know now, learning the lesson of discernment, that we have to fill. We can't pour from an empty cup. The fact that you're single again after this was a shock. This could have been disruptive to your entire life, and they to theirs. What the actual Page of Pentacles offer is the wish granted energy of the Star. And then finally, with this Hermit, you've learned a hell of a lot. Yesterday was our Hermit energy. Today is all about the One energy of the Magician, which we did see, and the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, have not seen the Wheel of Fortune, but you get to that Empress status, or this other person does, when the feminine energy usually does the healing first, and then the masculine energy follows. But you've got to get into that Empress status there. Okay, so Six of Coins on this letting your light shine. Let's see what was crossing. Page of Cups again, new excitement. Okay, this could be balancing out this time around. Four of Wands, a third time, guys. Here. Grateful togetherness. And there are two children here in the environmental energy. You are this person, and there's the Hermit energy again, right here. Three of Pentacles, again, the situation that you guys are faced with here right now, and the opportunity to heal it. Temperance. It's in the very least a puzzle piece for you, for your own heart and your own spiritual journey. Whew, man. The checker flag is the win. Okay. All right. So even though it was a false twin, it does lead to victory. It leads to the win of this past life healing. Like This won't be recycled again lifetime after lifetime. It's like this energy can finally move on the next lifetime to a higher frequency, or you don't encounter each other. If this was something just not pleasant and you're like, no, hell no, never again. Again, you were rewarded for it though, and maybe you just never thought about it as, oh, that's when I learned how to trust my intuition. That was the gift. That was the gift. Is this third party energy over here, a person or work, family? Could be children. They had small children. Maybe you're like, been there, done that. The Hierophant. Again, is that the third time we've seen the Hierophant? I feel like it is. Traditional teachings here. So maybe not with that third party, third energy, 10 of Cups, lovingly, completely learn the lesson here. If this comes back around, it does seem, especially because the heart of your reading was the Hierophant, that's lessons learned. Lovingly complete. And there's the King of Cups from your recent past again. What's this Knight of Wands? Why does Spirit want us to know Knight of Wands for my collective? Why does Spirit want them to know Knight of Wands? That could be, it's going to take a little courage. I mean, that is not an easy thing to do, is jump through that ring of fire. And she has complete confidence as she's doing that. It's a little dangerous. It feels a little like, oh, I don't know if I should be putting this together or be attempting this stability. You got to start somewhere. Wheel of Fortune. Why the Knight of Wands? Because it's a lucky twist of fate. By you taking action on this and doing the brave thing to rebuild this structure, whatever it is, it's still a kiss. Such a gorgeous album. You're the one making the judgment call, guys. And by making the decision to move forward on a new way, a new triad of stability, this does bring healing here for you. And then you can throw caution to the wind. This was fated for you to do here. Empress again. Yeah. And that is nurturing creator coming up in the environmental energy. Why is the Page of Wands the opportunity to heal some kind of a deep anguish? It's like, I jumped before and I did that. I've been there, done that, went to my passion. I had a tangible offer, but it caused me all this pain. But that was meant to, so that we can heal this abandonment wound. If they abandon you and you had no idea that was even something that your psyche needed to heal, that's the reason for it. Crossed by, there's our third moon card, shadowed illusion. You had no idea that's why you were learning this. You just felt like it was the end of the world. It hurt very much here with this, if it still leaves you wanting. It was so that you could grow your energy. It always is. We can choose to turn the pain into promise, and the pain into the lesson, the learning. There are no mistakes, just learning. That tower is not a failure. It's to wake us up. So again, if this is a progression for you, either straight through, or you can move around the columns, if you're jotting down the cards there, whatever that is for you guys, that's what we're seeing right now, moving forward after that shadow delusion. Yeah, you could stand on your own 2 feet, earned rest. It's like, whew, I learned that lesson. I don't have to learn it again. So what is advice here? Let's get you some advice and get you out of here. 1:13:31 on the clock. Wow. Okay. It felt like 10 minutes, you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. All right. What is advice from Spirit regarding the first column? A kiss that we thought meant nothing. It wasn't for nothing. It was a puzzle piece. Expansive growth. What is advice from Spirit about this person for my collective, or in general? How can they now think of this person? Should they see the situation, or advice about what to take? What's the takeaway? There we go. What's the takeaway from a kiss we thought meant nothing? I'm wearing contacts for the first time today in probably a good 5 years. They feel so weird. But I noticed that I still couldn't read up. They're still not good for upsy closies. Boy, these just do not want to talk. Fine. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll ask somebody else. I think that is too. Thank you for that. The checkered is the win. Okay. What was up with the kiss we thought meant nothing, Spirit? What was that for? Shadow self. Expansive growth, the twin flame facilitator, sacred sexuality, accessing the united field. We can only get even close to range in that field when we are actively working on our shadow work. And that is the parts of the psyche that are wounded, like an abandonment wound. That's a 28 card, which is our 10 energy of today, further breaking down to the that Wheel of Fortune, and then further breaking down to the Magician. What about pile 2 here? The kiss, that means one thing, like you thought you both knew what this actually was. Okay. Be fearless. And there's that lighthouse energy, but we see the continuation of the lighthouse here, understanding that there's a focus on a gratitude for the love. It was just circumstances that made this not able to come through. But this second pile, that means one thing. It definitely taught you how to stand and how to see rising through the ashes, that phoenix energy with our, how Stella got our groove back here. It made us fearless. Queen of Wands ain't scared of nothing. People fear her. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, there's again this heavy, heavy fire energy here in this middle pile. Choices, 8. Okay, could have left you or this person with a choice, that which then brings us over to here. Okay, what about advice for pile 3 here, as far as a kiss that leaves them wanting? What should they know? I feel like that second pile showed you back home to yourself. It showed you letting that, like healing that past life, healing there, just knowing you're not ever going to have to do that again. You'll start off at a higher frequency if you meet up again, either in this life or the next. Okay, advice for the kiss that still leaves viewers wanting. Whatever that means to them, or if it's just simply this person, this person, this person, 1, 2, or 3, or if they're all the same. Anything, advice for my pile 3 viewers here? What about this? What was this for? 5505. Didn't we have those 5s come out here of that change energy? 22, Mother Earth. Okay, so that is about kind of crumbling, coming back to our origins, rebuilding. And there's another flipper in here, worlds within worlds, 36, a 9 energy of the Hermit that we got twice over here. So lot of Virgo. And worlds within worlds is all about, there's always a deeper meaning for something. And look how those greens, reds, and yellows are pairing up here on either side of the board. It's like a lesson inside of a lesson. Crossed by, there's that reunion energy, that 3 of Cups and the 6 of Cups celebration. This is a little nuggie that was planted either in past life or this one. And it always reminds me of the red thread of destiny here. This was planted for you to learn whatever pile or even all the piles if that resonates for you. Phew, that's a lot of talking. And boy, do I love to talk. I just want to say hi to everybody real quick. Go ahead and give me a little thing, a note in the bottom if you'd like me to pull an advice card for you. If you have a question, you can think of your question. You don't have to say it. I will just pull the energy for you. Not a problem here, but thank you so much, Miss Judy, Miss Kaylee, Miss Jennifer Lee, Miss Larissa. Thank you so much. Do we have both Judys? We got Judy. Where's your other Judy? We need the whole crew. she'll say hi later, I'm sure. Just want to make sure I'm not missing all y'all. Okay. Of course. Now I can pull. Okay. They wanted me to save these for you guys, I guess. That was like, nope, we're not talking. Okay. Think of your question here, Miss Judy. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3. That's a 10. That's the energy of today. Dragons, slay them all. Okay, I always see that as like those parts of our psyche. It's a 6. This could be this past energy here from yesteryear. Slay them all. And it's like, it doesn't matter what part of life we're in, how we're going through life. We do have the power, and those dragons are going to be different for us all. And Judy, that's crossed by the universe. Beautiful. 31 energy, or if I just got chills. 4 of the Emperor. We're all just stardust. And whatever the strength here it's taking for you to have this confidence kind of energy. Look at her. She's determined. Her hands are like, I am taking my sword of truth and I'm going straight at this. I'm not going to walk around it. I'm storming the castle. I'm walking straight in. And this is a reward from Daddy Sadie. There's the Saturn energy. So when we go back direct, that reward could be coming here pretty directly. And look at that. With that, I just pulled up that card. This is in this Phoenix column right under We're All Just Stardust. I love it because, I mean, she's going like this, but if I were the artist, I would have been really tempted to do the middle fingers. She says, how's that for a happily ever after? It's conquering. You got some kind of win here, Chicky Doo. Some kind of win. Whatever you're facing directly, you're not going around it. You're just dealing with it. There's a victory for you for that. Oh, Judy Collins she's usually here too, and I love it because we usually get like we have a Jennifer and Judy party because there's multiples. Yeah, it is good energy. It's like very direct. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, she's feeling pretty good. They figured out one of the meds was not making her feel great, so they had her stop that. But thank you for asking. That's very sweet. So Jennifer here, enjoy. Oh, thank you. You enjoy the rest of your weekend too. There's those double digits again, 44. 44. So you're walking away from something here. The rain has stopped, the clouds are clearing, and it says every hurricane comes to an end. You're just adjusting your crown and moving forward, business as usual. You're like, what catastrophe? Making something look easy. So something that was pretty difficult has come to a stop here. And look at these beautiful matching peaches and light blues. Gorgeous. And this says mirror, another four. Got a 44 and a 4. So 444. That's a 12. That's spiritual enlightenment of the hangman. Treat your body like the palace that it is. So maybe you were in some kind of position where there was just kind of chaos and you had to be the one taking care of everyone, and you were unable to kind of put yourself first for a hot minute. But now you can. There's those peace doves. She's dancing to music. That can even be, you know what? I cannot help what the hell's going on around me, but I'm going to raise my personal vibration still. And if everything around me is a storm, that's the way for the storm to help the storm end, right? Raising that frequency by music and or dance. I love that. Treat your body like the palace it is. That's a beautiful card there. Yep, absolutely. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. Okay, let's get one more final card just for the whole thing, Spirit. What is this advice overall, no matter what column viewers are relating to, or all of them? What is their advice here regarding their own wish fulfillment? What's their advice here if this is a person offering up an apology for the past? You've learned the lesson, so I don't feel like, because the Hierophant was the center for your guys' energy, this guy up top here. Endings are inevitable. So that could be, if that apology is coming, it's like, hey, I don't want to have any beef. I don't want, especially if this was a Ten of Swords situation. And you didn't see through the moon energy there of the shadow delusion. It's like they're just a jerk. No, it was so that you could pick yourself up from your bootstraps. And this is the person coming back, if they're apologizing, and maybe they're the wounded warrior this time with those 9 wands carrying that heavy load, and the tower. They could have been trying to cling to a tower or stop it from crumbling. And endings are inevitable. Maybe you're sharing that knowledge with them of just let it go. And if it doesn't mean it can't ever come back around, it's just right now that their energy is not in an energy that you want. So they got to go and finish their growing. There is a ship there in the background. And what's in your recent past was that King of Cups, and he's steadying the ship in some pretty tumultuous energies. And they're floating in now on the clouds as in, hey, Spirit's bringing you the reward now. There's the 37. That's the 10, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. So seeing this from that new perspective, allowing that tower to go. This could even be the advice, like, well, it doesn't mean it's not, going to be, that doesn't mean forever. It just means not right now, because the frequencies are not in alignment. Yeah, it's time for healing and not war. It's time for healing and not war. It feels like with that Hierophant, guys, this is somebody you're helping here with this. It's time for healing, not war. Escapists coming home to ourselves. It's like you're just going to pass on an information share. Wow, isn't that cool? Our 10 on our energy one day, the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever it is, it's still a kiss. It leads to a lot of different things. Okay, guys. Well, I will leave it at that for you. I hope to, what is today? Sunday, I should be on here for a quickie after teaching yoga in the morning. We shall see. I've got some birth charts to work through tomorrow. So, but you can book a reading with me. I'm available for that this week. The link is in the description box, and I will say goodbye for now. And thank you. Have a wonderful weekend too. You guys are amazing as always, and I truly appreciate and love you. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good evening too.